history would jump on it. Working with legendary artists from around the country. What would you say is like the most important thing that you've learned throughout this whole process from being 16, 17 in the game all the way till now? What do you feel
That
like?
started way before that. I was 9 years old.
Okay, yeah, that's
I was
right.
9 years old touring with McGruff the Crime Dog.
McGruff.
I wrote the theme song to Dare to Keep Kids Off Drugs.
That
I don't know
makes
if
me laugh,
some of
dog.
y'all old enough to remember that.
Can we get
but-
some footage of that? Can we get some B-roll of that? Can we see that?
But I did that. So I mean, I've been in the mix since a pup and
Taking a bite out of crime.
taking a bite out of crime. And what I learned is you suffer when you try to help people. And you have to learn that suffering at some point is affirmation that you're doing the right thing. But you also have to learn from those in the past that suffered and say, do I want to follow that same path and suffer, or do I want to do something different? Because we're not obligated to do the same shit. So, I follow the path of what Jesus did, but at some point, I'm not willing to get nailed to a cross for motherfuckers that lie and spit on me and do all that shit. I'm at this point, you're going to have to catch me, and you're going to have a fight on your hands. Jesus didn't fight because that was his purpose. His purpose was to die and atone for our sins. That's not Nook Turner purpose. Nook Turner purpose, Jesus already done that. Now, what I'm going to do that's different, he already done that. He already done that. So we get loaded into the situation of following examples, which you follow them examples, but at some point, you're your own individual. You better make a choice that's going to work for yourself, and that's what I'm learning now is I put everybody before me. And that's what I learned, and my biggest mistake ever was not making sure that I was important enough for everybody. I brought down tons of artists. Any major artist you can think of that's not necessarily like an A-list artist. I'm talking about 200,000 and up artists I brought to Austin. I mean, for years I brought down countless artists, and I can name probably on my hand how many of those artists actually know that I do music. And I'm around these people. I'm booking them. I'm around them, and I never made an agenda to say, "Hey, I rap. Hey, check out my song." Or, "Hey, since I'm bringing you to Austin, when you come through Texas, hit me up. Let's connect." I never done that because I always felt like it was me taking advantage of the community. Like, hey, I'm bringing this down for the community, but I'm finna win off of it. And that was a mistake because I deserve to have some of those benefits because I was doing something that nobody else had done, and I was taking the risk. I was taking everything that come with that and putting in the work behind it. So that's what I learned now. It's like, hey, take advantage of that. Get a record with Trina.
Yeah.
Mo3, I brought Mo3 here 3 or 4 times. Like, why not do a song with Mo3?
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah.
So it's like these artists I'm working with and I'm bringing in town, hey, I rap too. So let's get in here and make magic happen. I'm already breaking bread with you. So I learned that. So that's where I am now. It's like I've taken care of the city. And I'll be long gone and people will realize probably what I done. And I hope that don't happen. I'm on a mural in Austin, and I didn't have to die to be on a mural. So I don't feel like I got to die for people to realize the greatness of who I am and what I'm doing. I don't have to. I got 5 kids, bro. I'm not trying to be out here and be a crash test dummy. You know what I'm saying? For the movement, I'm out here to actually make the movement take it that next step. Now, Turner got murdered. His insurrection, it was major, and it sparked a bunch of insurrections and a bunch of things, but yeah, I gotta learn from that, but I know my mission ain't to be just run an insurrection again and get murdered. At some point, somebody gotta take to the next page. You feel me? So that's where I'm at. The Bread City, everything we doing is taking this shit to the next motherfucking page. What we gonna do now? We already seen our martyrs. I'm not here to be a martyr.
Got it.
And I tell all my dudes all the time, we're not here to be martyrs. Y'all keep hollering about this dying shit. That's cool if you're willing to die, because you gotta be willing to die, but don't accept your fate that you're gonna die. You feel me? Accept your fate, you're going to die when it's your time, but don't create your time. That's what Mo3 did, I believe. He created his time. And for whatever purpose that is, we'll see what it is. But I really wish that message of hustle first was embedded in him. But, I didn't get a chance to build with him on that record and be out on the road with him and do all that because of the circumstances. But I'm going to take that energy now and spread that to everybody else because we done had multiple people die. King Von, it's so many artists that have died. Pop Smoke. It's so many, and it's like you got like YF and Lucci right now on the run for murder. You got all these things, and I seen somebody say that being a rapper in the music business was a blood sport, and I don't feel like it should be that. I feel like we should change that. We run this. Quit giving up our dollar to the corporations. Quit giving up our power. Take our shit in our own hands and run and control our own destinies, and that's what Nook Turner gonna do. And whatever that is, you control your own destiny, and when you do meet your final day, you can smile. You can smile. Nat Turner, they killed him. But he didn't give them the satisfaction to see him suffer. And they was mad. And white folks walked away from that bitch mad because they didn't see him suffer. That's my thing. People have seen black people suffer in the eyes of the camera for centuries. That's done. You're not finna see me suffer no more, bro. You're going to see me thrive. That's what they need to see. That's what our kids need to see. So that's what it's about.